In this video, I'm going to do my review of the Ramshackle Games Rhebok tank, this bad boy right here, which might hopefully save you some money with Imperial Guard or Orks. So, here we have the Ramshackle Games Rhebok tank. This tank itself is £20 from Ramshackle Games. That includes delivery and a whole host of their bits and bobs, all the little details and stuff that you get with it, a host of guns, which is always cool, and a choice of turrets, which you can select when you come to buy it. So, the question you're asking is, you said at the start of this video how this is going to save you some money if you collect Imperial Guard or Orks. Okay, so what it is you could use this as an alternative to a Chimera, and I'll show you why in a second. The reason it's cheaper and you'll save money is because this is £20. Games Workshop, you'd be buying the Chimera for £22.50. So basically, say how you can use it as a proxy. Basically, here is a Chimera tank. Here's one I made earlier. But it's a similar size. Now, one thing you may notice is it's slightly taller. That's simply because I put the main body higher up. You can definitely put it down. You can put it a little bit higher if you wanted to. But as you can see, width-wise, they're pretty much bang on. Careful. That's magnetised. I've not broken it, don't worry, guys. This is the back. Again, very similar. You can bring the profile down a bit. You don't have to put this on it if you don't want it. And these paws look a little bit like where your guardsmen may shoot out of. So there you go. That's how you could save some money. £2.50 I think, from instead of buying a Chimera. So again, I'll do another comparison. As always best. This is a Lehman Russ. Again, not too bad of a size comparison. Again, this is longer. This is obviously shorter. Width again, pretty much spot on, and height is pretty much spot on with this on. So yes, that is the comparison. So, we've done the comparison. I am now going to go over the things I love about it. Okay, so things I love about it is all the little detail. See if I can zoom in and if it'll focus. No, it's not. Of course it's not going to focus. It doesn't want to. That'll be too easy. Come along. Nope. Yeah, you're kind of getting a bit of a picture. Basically, there's some good detail on the inner workings of this. Technology, yeah, who would have it? Nope. Is it going to have it? Nope, come on. You were there. No, I'm basically talking to the camera. Well, anyway, there's, loads of little cogs inside the grill. There's a grill there. There's rivets, pretty awesome. I'll take that off so it doesn't fall over. So I didn't magnetise it, really awesome. The top hatch here is full of detail. Basically, there's a lot of detail to it. So there's a lot of detail that is very true. So one of the things I love about this is the big door. The big back door is awesome. I love the little footplate where people will get in and out. And another big thing is this big bad boy here. The big dozer is awesome, if you ask me. There's a load of guns. That's another thing that I really love about it. So yeah, there are things I love about it. So I think it's only fair to say things, the negatives. So negative would be that it is quite heavy. It is hefty, which is also a positive. And you're going to say, well, why is it a positive, Nick? Well, if it comes to the point where you are having a bad day, you could throw this at someone else's army and you would win anyway because they'd be all smashed and this bad boy would still be alive. Point out right now, I do not condone violence and throwing stuff at things, so there'll be no lawsuit saying that Wargamer Nick told you guys to smash anything up, because that's my disclaimer, don't do it. Anywho, cracking back on, sorry. Other cons. It can be a tricky build. I say this, there's only really 4 or 5 main parts, but there's no set way where you have to have them, meaning you could have it further back, further forward, up or down. These two could be slightly offset against each other. Again, This is a negative insofar as it might be tricky to a newcomer. However, this is also a plus because you can obviously customize it. Speak English, Nicholas. Right, okay, so I'm going to go over the other things. So you get a bit of flashing sometimes. A lot of it is easy to just snap off. The rest of it will come off with a knife, so that's not really a massive negative. This is a con for me, but it's not massively a con for me. Right, okay, so I'm kind of rambling here, but what I'm getting at here is there's not much detail at the bottom, and I'll show you. So there's no real undercarriage to speak of, but how often are you going to be just sitting in your tank like this and bombing him around like that? You're not. No one's going to see that, but you know, some people might be off-put by that, but I thought I'd show you. There's not much in the way of an undercarriage. I keep saying undercarriage, seeing if I can get away with it for so long. And you know, and this is another negative. It's not always, you know, basically there's bits missing. But this, if you go onto the website and you speak to Curtis, the gentleman who, oh my gosh, sorry guys, the gentleman himself who makes these, he will, if you've got any problems, he can replace parts, you send them back or whatever, he'll just talk to him. He's a pretty decent guy and he'll sort you out so you don't get this. It doesn't bother me, simply for what I'm using it for. And again, as I said, no one's going to be looking at the bottom of this. Well, who looks at bottoms anyway, I ask you. So, pros. We've gone over the things I love, the cons. We'll go for the pros. There's a lot of character, a lot of detail. It's quite orky in the fact that it's quite meaty. It's got a lot of meat to it. You can build it however you want, so you don't have to use these parts. You can buy the parts individually. This is also another pro. So if you like this turret, you can go, right, I'm going to buy that. I don't know exactly how much I do. It's £4.50, that's including delivery, but it comes up with more guns. So it's not just this, you know, you get a lot of bits. Another good thing, I should have got them, but I'm using some of the stowage, barrels and stuff as objective markers. I'll do that in another video, you know, possibly another video entirely. What do we think? Yeah, so similar size to Chimera and Lehman Rush. You can make it bigger or smaller slightly. I think I've covered everything. I think I have. Long story short, that was good. I do like this model, and I am going to be using this for a looted wagon. I may stick 2 more guns on there as big shooters or rocket launchers. This is going to be my kill cannon, as you do. But as I said, you could definitely use this as a Chimera proxy. But this is going to be my looted wagon for my Orks, which I've just started collecting. Really, I think that's about it. I'm trying to keep it really short, but it's not really happening. Anyway, so, as ever, if you like the video, you know, put a like on it. If you don't like the video, put a dislike on it, but please try to put a comment on there and say, look, Nick, you stink. Put something more, you know, proactive, like, you stink, get a wash. That would be better. Yeah, so we've said that. If, you know, subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll get to see a lot more videos similar to this one. Ways to save money, and you'll be one of the first ones to hear about it when it comes out, which is always a good thing, you know, if you want to save some money, if that's what you're into, like myself, because I do believe that it doesn't have to cost the earth to play a game, if I'm honest. Also, just a crazy idea, if you think someone else might benefit or is interested in Ramshackle games, you know, share this. I will attempt to put some things in the description about where this one's from, and the parts and such maybe, and possibly even this bad boy here, as I think it's pretty much only fair, but you guys know where to buy this, I might not even do that. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, and thank you very much for watching. You've been awesome, guys. TY.